Do people change? It's a common belief that people don't. But at the heart of specifically Christianity, we believe in transformative change. For God met me where I was at. He journeyed with me, and He was able to give me a new beginning. And so all I am, and you are called to do as well, is to meet others where they're at, journey with them, and give them a new beginning. Now, the cycle of change, or its academic name, the trans-theoretical model of behavioral change, is about exactly that. It's about meeting the individual at their specific stage of development and assisting them with the next stage of development. Expecting too little of the individual is going to harm them, but even so, expecting too much of the individual will also harm them. Now, the cycle of change goes pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. So first, pre-contemplation. This is where the individual does not yet see a reason for change. In fact, it's so important in this specific stage not to deprive them from the consequences of their behavior. Otherwise, how will they learn that their particular habit, their particular sense of behavior, their particular sense of right and wrong at this point is actually not conducive to their growth? In a substance use disorder, this still looks like you seeing your substance as the primary solution to your problem. In the context of exercise, this looks like you not knowing that you need to live a healthier and more active lifestyle. So once you move to a point where you actually see that this is not how you want your life to be anymore, you move to the contemplative stage. You start to think, maybe there is hope. Maybe my life doesn't have to look like what it has looked like before. Maybe I can start to live a completely different life. And you start to imagine what the consequences of good decisions can actually look like for you. This is where you start to imagine your life without your substance use disorder. All right, now that you've moved from pre-contemplation to contemplation, you can now move to a set of preparation. Preparation is you planning about how you're actually going to change your life. Maybe that looks like you preparing to go to a rehab facility, inpatient or outpatient. Maybe that looks like you seeking family assistance for maybe the first time in a long time. Whatever that stage might look like, you are now preparing to take a specific act in your life of actually losing your maladaptive coping mechanism, losing your set of behaviors that wasn't assisting you, and now moving on to doing life differently. And now on to the next stage, action. You've moved from a place where you don't recognize you have a problem, to you realizing you do, to you thinking about how you're going to change, and now action is you taking that first step. It's you showing up for the first time at a shelter. It's you making an active, different decision, not to use a substance, but actually to alleviate that particular craving in a different way. And now what might happen in this action step is that sometimes you realize the acts that you thought you had to do in preparation are not actually the way things are working out for you, but you course correct. You start doing things differently and you learn along the way. All right, now that you've moved from a space of pre-contemplation to contemplation, preparation, action, you are now ready for the maintenance stage. And this is the stage in which you start living differently. It is often said in substance use circles that the particular substance that you were using was not your problem, but in fact was your solution to your problem. You would find yourself in a state of stress, anxiety. You would find yourself in a state of depression. Something might have happened to you in your life. But what you do then, as a sense to manage the stress, is actually to use that given substance. What you do in the maintenance stage, if you're feeling frustrated, is that in order to sustain this new behavioral change, you go for a walk if you're feeling stressed, instead of using a given type of substance. You journal down your thoughts if you can't get what's going on in your head to line up properly. Maintenance is all about living and moving differently, now post a behavioral change. So in this video, we spoke about the cycle of change, or its full name, the trans-theoretical model of behavioral change. We looked at it as contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and then maintenance. You not realizing that you have a problem. You realizing it and then imagining a different life for yourself. You preparing for a specific next act you're going to take. You then taking that next act. And then once you've started taking these next acts, actually start living and doing differently. And so now remember to use the cycle of change as a method to assess where a particular person is. You might be angry at them for not realizing that they have a problem, but note then that they are in the pre-contemplative stage. You might be frustrated that this person is not taking action, but recognize that that person has gone through pre-contemplation, contemplation, and is busy with the preparation stage. May God grant us the grace to meet people where they're at, journey with them, and give them a new beginning. Specifically, if you're a Christian watching this, God has done that with you. And my call to you in this video is to simply do that with others. I'm looking forward to changing the world with you.